Diego Comic-Con, and I am dressed as a gift that somebody bought. And I'm in a Comic-Con. See? Kind of hard to use. All right, here we go. Trying it again. Let's just, our friends have brought to share with San Diego Comic-Con, everybody. Is this Artist Alley? Nope. This is not Artist Alley.
It doesn't say that.
Although there are many artists here. Oh, okay, I see it. The sign. And apparently it generally is in the same spot every year.
But you have some art. Really?
Okay, Jaylee Art. Well, so, right, there's Artist Alley. So the way it works, as I understand it, is Artist Alley is a way for you to get started at the convention. Right, so you get a table, a smaller space, you pay a little bit less, and you too can be part of the convention scene. One of the creatives that are here to share and get started in the work, right? So that's what Artist Alley is. And I don't know exactly what it costs for an individual to be part of Artist Alley. I do know that the larger booths, or like this is a huge booth with some big names, apparently. But even the small side booths are fairly expensive. So like this here, are they selling the original comic art? Jack Kirby and Genesis West licensing available. Interesting. Okay. And here we are. We're getting there. We're getting there. Here we are. Artist Alley. So for those of you who were asking about it, there we are. Okay, we're going to say hi to Barbara. Hello, Barbara.
This is Trish.
I'm doing a live stream. Can I put you on camera?
Sure.
Okay, here we are with Barbara Randall Keisel, writer and editor, and she has many, many books to her name.
Here's a sample.
A sample of her books, a legend in her own time. That's what I hear. And I think you have a panel or a discussion later.
I do. There's a spotlight panel on me because I'm a special guest this year at 2. And
Nice.
We'll be doing an autograph session after, which is what I'm packing up now to take stuff upstairs.
You need help?
I do, actually.
Okay.
If you want to come back to that.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Oh, like while you go?
Yeah, at 3:15 I'll carry stuff upstairs. And
That's when you need. So come here about
Yeah.
3:10.
3:50, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
great.
I really appreciate that because that way I know I've got some dense muscle because I've got a young volunteer to keep part of. Pretty petite
Oh.
gal. I don't know her very much.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome. That's awesome. Great. How fortuitous. Fortuitous, right? And he's wanted me. I didn't come with a costume, so I made one
right.
using whatever materials I could find.
Do you regret the loss of the bag?
Comic-Con bag lady.
Yeah,
a Comic-Con bag lady. That's me.
Then, you get
I'm
all
the
this
gift.
storage.
I'm the present that keeps on giving. I'm also beginning to get a little warm.
Yeah, it won't last.
What
I'm
amazed me is when the bags first started coming out, there were girls making mini skirts,
yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, maybe I think I'll make it on my butt. But
Yeah.
how big are those bags? And of course, I'm the person, probably you too. Everybody takes them over the shoulder and then turns like this, and they hit me right here.
Oh gosh, that's pretty something. Well, it's nice meeting you. I'm gonna head off. Some people want to know about Artist Alley, which is kind of cool, right? That's all of the things here in this.
Part of where everything comes from.
Yeah, everything starts at Artist Alley. Hear that? Everything starts at Artist Alley.
There's some amazing people here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and great.
I'll see you later on.
Bye. Okay, that
This is
was
cute.
Barbara Randall Keisel.
Premium at the time that the
That is-
comics came out.
Nice.
Limited premium. I have
She is a professional. You see, she draws
Keep it in
for
mind.
large groups and herself, and writes.
Yeah, this is thank you.
So wait, she is a writer.
Writer, editor, coach. She's a
Nice, I like that. Let's see, who do we have? Okay, over here, not at his table, is Mark Temple. Very nice. Oh, this is beautiful.
Mark's really good. He's really
Yeah, Mark Wheatley. Do you know him?
good. I've met him a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Super talented. Look at that. It's just gorgeous.
The work of Mark Wheatley.
Yeah.
He kept it all.
Stunning.
Artist and author, comics and television, Doctor Who, Frankenstein. You got in my shot. Frankenstein Mobster, Stargate Atlantis, Easy Street, The Flash, Breathtaking Johnny Quest, Black Hood, Doctor Strange, Hammer of the Gods, Lone Justice March, Mars, Radical Dreamer, The Spider, The Millers, Tarzan, Two Broke Girls, Songs of Giants, Robert E. Howard, Edgar Rice Burroughs, H.P. Lovecraft, Giants.
He's a Burroughs fan, obviously.
I see that.
I've already got his book, so.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Unfortunately, I'm not Mark. I'm here to help cover Mark.
Oh, okay. You're covered. That'll be us later.
Yeah, he should be back in another half hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, friend of Mark.
Friend of Mark and also the other Mark.
Yeah. Is he also in a panel?
Yeah, they do a lot of things together.
Together. Okay, nice.
They're both in a panel.
Okay, over here we don't have Larry Houston, producer and director. Producer, director, artist, writer. So it'll be interesting to see who actually started at San Diego Comic-Con or Long Beach Comic-Con and Artist Alley, who you might have gotten to sketch your sketch or draw in your book, and to consider where they are now. I mean, I think that would be kind of like a good sort of urban research project to understand who is here on Artist Alley at the first Comic-Con and where are they now, right? First San Diego Comic-Con, and where are they now? This is the bag lady, the ultimate comic book experience. Tell me about the ultimate comic book experience.
The ultimate comic book experience is KID, which stands for...
Please make sure your mask is secure around your nose and mouth at all times while you're in the convention center or at a Comic-Con related event.
Stands for The Kid in You Never Dies. And the reason I call it that is because I created these characters when I was 11 years old.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ah.
I went off to do professional graphic design as an adult with these characters in my free time. They just never left me. Kept thinking about them, kept drawing them. So in 2014, you know what? I'm going to put this out in the world and see where it goes.
And you are Keithan Jones.
I am Keithan Jones, and this is the very first year that Comic-Con decided to make me a special guest.
Nice.
All the hard work and effort I put into this
That's
over the years.
awesome, Keithan. Tell me, I always wonder about the characters that are created by the creatives, by you. How does that reflect on you personally?
Well, me being a black man and growing up in America, a lot of the stuff I grew up watching as a kid, all of my favorite characters were white males.
Uh-huh.
And I still love them to this day, but there was always that missing element in my mind of seeing myself as the main character or the hero, other than, you know, you might see yourself as a sidekick or some comic relief or something silly, but it wasn't the guy that you wanted to be.
Right.
So I took it upon myself, you know what, instead of waiting for someone to do it, I have the skills.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down, write a story based around an African American protagonist, but it's a story that anyone can read and relate and get lost in. But it just so happens to have a black lead character, and that's really the extent of it. It's just a representation of who I am in my culture, but it's also available to anyone to read and find a connection through the story that it tells.
Do you see yourself writing any of your personal history into your characters?
I think that naturally comes out because I grew up hating bullies.
Right.
And my friends and I, we created a superhero team back in 6th grade. So we told the other students, if you guys have any problems, just let us know. We'll be there.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's always been with me. So.
How about the people around you? Did you see yourself putting any bit of the people around you into your comics?
Not so much. There is I don't tell anyone, but there is one of the villains is named after a boss I didn't particularly like.
Oh, dear.
So he's in there. He doesn't know it, but yeah.
Okay, we won't talk too much about that then. Keith and Jones, where are you now professionally and what are you doing?
I am running Kid. It is a publishing brand. As I told you, it's called The Kid and You Never Dies. And right now, the only book I'm publishing currently is my own books. But what I want to do is get to a point where I'm successful enough to start putting money behind other young creators and mentoring them.
Nice.
In a real way.
Great.
So right now, I'm still on my journey of building the company.
Sure.
But outside of this, I work for a company. One of my clients actually is called Vortex Comics. They're based in Canada.
Oh, I see.
And they make films and comics. And they hired me to be the artist on their book called Chaos Book. That's the extent of what I do, but I don't write or anything like I do for myself.
Okay.
I'm one of the artists there. So I do that on a regular basis.
Nice.
And I still have merchandise.
I like
There
the
you
hat.
go. That's cute. Yeah.
The kid caps
And then people can get it at
on the website,
kidcomics.com, right?
Same with the shirts.
Love it.
How much are your hats, by the way?
The hats are $40.
Okay.
Everything, the t-shirts are 10.
Okay.
Comics are 10.
Okay.
And where are you physically located?
San Diego.
San Diego.
San Diego-based company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And have you been coming here to Comic-Con like from when you
I've been coming here since 15. My dad brought me to my first one at age 15.
At age 15.
And I didn't even know Comic-Con was here until he surprised me with it. And I was already collecting comics. So I was like,
You held out.
what? Yeah, I got to meet my heroes.
Yeah.
Artists are heroes. And
Artists are heroes.
From that experience, I learned that you have to put a portfolio together to get a job in the industry. So the very next year when I was 16, because my birthday's in July,
Oh, nice.
I actually got my first paid job.
Nice.
What?
Yeah, age 16.
Well done.
With Apple Comics.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
You got a professional job at age 16.
Yeah, I was good enough to
Apple
do it.
Comics, and that's a pretty decent brand, right?
And they had me do an 8-page Dracula story.
Oh, very
What?
cool.
An 8-page story? Oh, so you were doing the artwork.
Yeah, that's
And
just
they
art.
and what did they give you?
For pay or?
No, not about pay. What materials did they give you that
They
told
already
you
had
the
a-
story
they-
you had to draw?
They already had a series going when I submitted my work to them, and so it was an anthology book. So they had different writers doing short stories, and they assigned me to a writer that they had, and it was for a Dracula story.
Yeah, I think she means like what the writer. Did they give you a script, like the full script? Is it, she's
as
still
far-
new to it?
yes,
She's
a
trying
script.
to educate kids.
A
Script.
storyboard or
No
what?
storyboard, just the script with descriptions of what's happening on each page, and the rest was up to me.
Wow.
course, I knew who Dracula was.
Yeah.
So I knew about him.
Yeah.
But they didn't give you a layout for the pages
that's up
or
to him.
anything.
No,
So that's
no,
all
I
yours.
think they were confident enough in my portfolio that I
Uh-huh.
could figure that out.
And your so your title at the time was
Artist.
just plain artist.
Yeah, I did the pencils.
Uh-huh.
Like in comics, there's the tiers are penciler, inker, colorist, writer. Right? Those are the
Okay.
four
Letterer,
main
don't
tiers.
forget the letter.
Oh, and the letter. My bad.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends that.
Yeah, they're always forgotten.
Yeah.
And they allowed me. Originally, they just wanted me to pencil.
Mm-hmm.
But I convinced them to let me ink it.
Yeah, your inks are good.
Right? Well,
Well, that shows your inks
this
are
is
good.
better.
Yeah.
But back then, I made them. Back then, there's a story behind it. But back then, the technology wasn't there to do the stuff we do today. Obviously,
Right.
So back then, I was used to doing very detailed inking. So I went ahead and did that, and they weren't expecting that.
Oh.
And they told me that they're gonna have to go in and edit that because at the time, the printing capabilities couldn't handle the tiny stuff, and it would have just come out muddy.
Oh.
So that was my mistake, being a rookie.
Well, going from doing it by hand to understanding all the nuances
Yeah.
of printing
Right? There
at
was
the
no
time.
Photoshop. There was no Mac. I mean,
Wow.
they were still doing DOS code. You know.
Somebody probably took a photograph of your artwork and then they sent it in, right?
Exactly.
At the time.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I mean,
awesome.
they had Xerox machines.
Did they use? Did they have to use white opaquing?
That's what they told me. They would have to go in
Too
there.
bad they couldn't do it digitally, and then you would have your original.
Well, it looks like because they didn't offer me any work after that, and being so young, I really didn't understand business talk,
Right.
and just
Yeah.
I didn't have anyone in my family that understood what I was doing. So I
Oh,
was kind of
wow.
just navigating this world by myself.
Right.
So I Googled that book and found out they reprinted it in the early 90s, like 1991 or something. And it looks like they kept everything intact because I ordered my own book.
Wait.
I ordered my own book.
Wait, they kept everything intact.
It looks like it.
Like all your original art.
They have my original pages.
So your original art, they were able to use it even though
looks
the
like it,
first
yeah.
printing probably had an edited version.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
Do you have that here?
No, I
You didn't
don't,
bring
but
it.
you can
Oh,
Google
okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look for Keith and Jones, Dracula,
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apple Comics. Yeah.
Nice. And then, do you have a card, Keith and Jones?
This is my last one. You got it.
Oh, you know what? I won't take your last one. I will.
Because all the books have the same information on the
Okay.
back page.
Okay. Keith and Jones, kidcomics.com. And then founder, owner. And there's a phone number. You okay with me putting your phone number on here?
On the internet?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather just put the website. Like you can put
Okay.
my email or
Okay.
website.
So trim that part out then.
Yeah.
I'll
it's
take a picture of it for her and then
Okay.
use it for her information.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI, it's live right now, so it is
Oh no,
on the
yeah, I
internet.
thought we was gonna call that. But
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
it's
Sorry
all
about
good.
that. I should
It's all
ask
good.
the
I
question.
mean, it is on the business card.
Right. But people know it. Is it on the website?
The phone number?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
it's not.
okay. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
I'm new to this, obviously, right? I didn't even bring my costume. Thank you, Keith.
I just noticed that you're wearing the bag.
Wow. It's a little warm. I am the gift that people buy
Okay.
when they fill the bag.
She's just being
So
silly.
where do I find you guys then?
Squiggle
where's this-
Friends.
where's it?
Squiggle Friends YouTube channel.
Oh, the YouTube. channel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Squiggle Friends.
And I want to
Okay.
be like you when I grow up. And I like to draw too.
I actually just started my YouTube channel last week.
Oh, you did? Great.
Yeah, I always do stuff on Instagram and Twitter, like posting stuff. But I actually started
You can
doing
find her
videos.
through me. If you message me or any of that, you can find her through
Oh,
me.
I've seen this logo. At least I
Oh,
think
well,
I've
you
seen this
know,
logo.
it's a chop.
I had that made
So,
in China. That's one
yeah.
I made, but I use it now. Like
know this name.
David.
You're
you
on
know
YouTube?
me?
You're on YouTube? You said?
No, I'm on YouTube.
You're on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not on YouTube, but people.
Know this name.
You're kidding.
Possibly.
I mean, so I
My
don't know.
memory's so bad, I just can't retain
It's
stuff.
okay.
That's right.
I do know this name.
The top drawing reminds me of some of the stuff that I see. A friend of mine, another black creator, Ray Height.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
Ray.
Ray's a good friend. He lives not that far from me. He's supposed to be here today somewhere. I hope that at least say hello to him. Because we need to come to San
Maybe I
Diego
see you
to
on
say hello.
Facebook or something. Maybe that's
Possibly.
Oh, I know. He draws every day.
Well, I
on
do.
Instagram or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll see that on Instagram. Like on.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He draws every day and he posts on Instagram.
That's
Today will be
Yeah.
12.99, I think, in a row. I haven't missed a day in that long.
Yeah.
So,
He's going to leave me all his
but
drawings.
You guys draw every day too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just.
if you guys are interested and you have time, there is a spotlight panel today on me
What time?
at 5 p.m. in room 4.
5
4?
p.m. in room
Okay,
4.
yeah. We'll try to get up there.
You guys get that? 5 p.m.
Yeah,
room
and
4.
then immediately after that, I'll be headed to the Eisner Awards because I'm one of the Eisner judges for not comics this time, but for actual comic book stores. We had them submit their videos,
That's what, so maybe
and we're
that's
going
why.
to announce the winner
Because I
tonight.
know some.
We're familiar with that.
Yeah.
The comic book got one once, right?
They're in it again, I think.
Oh,
That's one of
okay.
the stores that I.
Yeah, comic book is.
Yeah, they're one of the ones that, and that's where some of my stuff is on there.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's possible that they were showing something in
Okay.
my.
Maybe, yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, super. Thank you, Keith and
Thank you.
Joe.
Good meeting you.
All right.
Good meeting you.
Bye.
Have fun, guys.
And friend. Bye,
You might be
friend.
back for one of these hats.
The kid in you never dies.
The other night.
Hey, bring me good luck.
Figure out what color I need.
Okay. Love it. Love the branding.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, over here we have some empty tables. What else do we have going on?
Okay, down here.
Okay. Thank you for coming with me because it helps me to finish. Okay. Sold out. You want to take me someplace? He wants to take me someplace. Sorry. We're visiting, apparently.
Hey, man.
I don't mind. Come on. It's my
Hi.
wife, Trish.
Hello.
Norm. She's
Norm, I'm doing a live stream. Is it okay to put you on camera?
As long as I don't speak.
No, you don't have to speak. Unless you want to. Here's Norm Rapmund.
Bring your sketchbook.
And he's got some stuff. He's doing commission. This is how it works. You get the table, and then you do some work. And he's doing headshots, busts, head and chest. And sometimes you just tell them what you want,
Every day, right?
what you want them to draw,
You do this every day too.
I
and
know, but I want for myself.
tell them what you want to draw, and they will draw. And then you know, artists, right? That's how artists make a living. Building a brand, or selling their artwork or prints of their artwork. Ooh, check this out, Todd Knox. My comic signed for free. $5 each after that. Yeah, because people get their comics signed, and then that has additional value. And you can send your comic books into CTC to be CTC graded, and that's a whole different thing. Norm Rapmund has apparently drawn a lot of different superheroes. Batman, Robin,
A snapshot at a time.
Wolverine,
It's good to see you again. Thanks for
and a really nice composite right there. Dan Jurgens,
Oh, I think you said you stay in the hospital.
350 to 500 sketch. Cool. So the concept of these books, they'll issue a comic book with a blank cover and the title on it. And then the artist draws on the cover his or her interpretation of that applies to that book. What that is then is an artist's customization of the comic. So then you have a unique product that coming out of it. So he charges $330 to $500 for that work. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. Can I put you on my stream?
Sure.
Okay. We have Matt Barney. Matt. Can you say that 5 times fast for me?
Matt Banning.
Got that? I think that you have a little more practice than I do doing that.
Oh, yeah, I got at least 25 years worth.
Tell me about your work.
Well, I've been a professional inker for 30 years.
Inker, right?
Yes.
That means you come after the penciler.
Yes. And I was Mark Silvestri's prime inker during the Image days.
Nice.
And I've inked David Finch off and on for the last 25 years. And we co-created this character together for a book called Ascension back in the 90s.
That's beautiful. So when the penciler comes to you, how much do you feel like you're adding to the final product?
Okay, so in my case, these guys work with me because they know I'm going to add stuff.
Right.
Because my whole goal is for the pencil page to be better when it leaves my desk.
Right.
Not just get it done.
Right.
So
there's a lot of interpretation going on.
Yeah. So I'm essentially drawing over their pencils with the ink.
Yeah.
And changing things. And sometimes, because we're putting out books so quickly, like say on faces, sometimes the eyes will be uneven. And I'll straighten them out. And things like that.
How quickly is quickly?
A page a day.
A page a day. So in a 22-page comic, it's like, let's give it a month?
One
comic
lucky,
a month?
Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, wow. Non-stop?
Like...
It just keeps going?
Oftentimes, like when the schedules are really condensed like that, and getting an issue out, we might not have weekend breaks for that whole period.
Oh, my goodness.
So then after the book is done, like, take a week off. Basically to get caught up on bills and sleep and everything before the next set of pages come in for the new book.
Oh, right, because there's a whole production thing
if
going.
you're doing monthly, there is no stopping.
You're like, ever, until it's done.
Until my run is over.
And then you don't want that to stop, so you just keep going. Oh, wow. Thank you for that perspective.
Oh, you're
I really
welcome.
appreciate it. Matt Banning. Okay. Yeah, wow, that is crazy. Keeping going a little bit at a time. There's some really great artists here. So cool. And some are affiliated with large agencies and artists who work for large agencies, making them definitely a contractor for those large comic books. And Sky. Okay. Who's your favorite superhero character out there, peeps? Anyone want to share? What's your favorite character? Batman, Spider-Man, Superman.
Kind of like that, you know?
The art crew. my tour guide has left me, so I am going to keep going. And what I'm going to do is I might come back around to some of these. I'm actually kind of curious about this licensing thing. I want to understand, what does that mean? Jack Kirby and Genesis West licensing available. Does that mean like you can license the character and then do something with it? Because, you know, intellectual property people, what that means is that you have to respect the IP of the IP owner, which could be a large company like Marvel or DC, or it could be the IP of the creator, the character of the creator. You do want to make sure that you're not taking something that's owned by someone else and using it. The lines are very blurry sometimes. So, yeah. And, you know, how great is that? Blick Art Materials and the Holbein Company are both here because they know that they are going to find some great customers in all of these artists, inkers, letterers, people who are here working on getting the word out about what they do, but at the same time doing commissions and everything. Don Nguyen, I think I know him. I think we know him. Joshua. You've always wondered who's watching these.
Yes. Henry Creations.
Henry Creations. Hey, hey. Love it. Nice work. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Love it. Yeah. Who?
Black Widow and Scarlet Witch.
Black Widow and Scarlet Witch. I got my expert to my left here. David Mack. David Mack.
We'll come by later. I'll introduce you to my wife.
Hi.
That's David.
Art prints.
Yeah, I know. I bought the art.
All right. Who do we have here? Who's this?
Read the signs.
Pokemon?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know all the
All the characters?
characters. I don't
What?
know
You don't know all the
I
characters?
don't know.
This is kind of cool. Hello.
Hi.
Carlations.
Me.
That's you.
No one wants to pronounce my last name.
Oh, what's the last name? Oh,
Iskala?
That would be very Polish, yeah.
I have a live stream going. Can I put you
like
on?
nearly Iskala?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a live stream going. Can I put you on?
Sure.
Okay. Hey, Carla. How are you?
Hi.
Carla Wiskala.
Yeah.
Carlations. I actually really like carlations.
Yeah.
You're an illustrator?
Watercolor. Yeah.
Oh,
love
yep,
it.
yep.
Thank you.
These are I love this.
Thank you.
This is really
Artist.
nicely done.
Yeah, brand new watercolor comic as well.
Ooh, wow.
Show that guy.
Issue number 1.
It's a Comic-Con
Oh.
debut.
Nice.
It's a great design.
Some of your work. Are you local to San Diego?
I'm in Long Beach.
Oh my gosh, we're in Long Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what stores is your usual stores?
Oh man, I have.
We live by Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah.
Pulp Fiction is a comic book store in Long Beach.
Plug it.
She's from our hometown.
I've been to a few of them. I'm not loyal to. I float
Anyone.
around.
I just,
float around.
I do
yeah.
too, I do too.
Yeah.
It is good
I become
to
friends with
network
all
when you're a
Yeah.
comic book artist,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, like, when Atomic Faces was there, you know,
Yes.
Mike.
The
Mike-
comic board.
Atomic Faces, yeah, Mike. I've known him
He's
since
with
the days.
the comic book now, right?
He was.
No. Okay, well, I'll walk away from this one. Walk away from that discussion. Comics for Ukraine. Oh, that's cool. Do you see that? Comics for Ukraine, a benefit book for Ukrainian refugees. More than 12 stories by nearly 50 creators, all to benefit the people of Ukraine. Sergio Aragones, Matt Wagner, Howard Chaykin, Kurt Busiek, Brent Anderson, Job Lehman, Rob Guillory, Stan Sakai, Walter Simonson, Jill Thomas, and a slew of others. Alex Ross. Cool. There you go. QR code in case you're wondering. Thank you. Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Matt Harding.
Yeah,
Cool. Is that you?
that's me. Yeah.
Hi, Matt Harding. Can I put you on camera?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Matt Harding, everybody, say hello.
How's it going?
Good.
How's your convention so far?
Hot,
Yeah.
sweaty.
even in the bag costume.
I am the bag lady. My husband always says, who is over there, always says, yep, it's appropriate. I didn't come with my costume, so
I like the
I
headband too. Like
decided to
the-
make one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even bring any tools, so I went over to the Albertsons across from the hostel that we're at and bought a $1.35 pair of kids' scissors.
Yeah.
And just, you know, I tried a lot of things, but I ended up just cutting off the bottom and holes in the arm.
Did you say you're staying at a hostel?
Yeah.
I see. I hadn't even thought about that. I imagine that's pretty wild when during Comic Con. Is everybody in there
It's full.
Yep.
just
Yeah.
full of Comic Con people?
Not hugely wild, but a nice place actually.
Yeah. You guys all
And-
show off the toys you found and the comics and stuff.
No, not really.
Yeah.
That's what people like to think hostels are like.
Oh, yeah. It's probably just people hardcore sleeping after being here.
So at this hostel, actually, we thought we were booking a hotel room that was very reasonable.
Yeah.
But it's okay because it's actually a very nice hostel, and our son is out hosteling in Europe right now,
Oh wow.
and we feel like we're being sympathetic hostelers, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't mind when we found it out that it was a hostel. We sort of thought about, well, should we? But it's really clean, well managed, and you know, it was fine. It was for one night, right? Yeah. And it was like total after tax 100 and something, 170 or something like
For
that. For two of us,
for the whole thing?
for one night.
Oh, the one night.
One night.
That's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and so what happened was, it's not a room, it's like a cubicle
Yeah.
for sleeping.
It's nice space. Yeah. Makes sense.
That's
It's
not so
okay.
bad.
It was extremely clean. And you know how hard it is to keep things extremely clean and pristine looking when you have people coming and going every day. But we did meet one fellow from Argentina who actually has been here before, and then he made friends and he came back, and now he's helping them out. So that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah. Is he here at Comic Con too, or is it?
No, he was working there, so he was busy today. Not
Yeah.
sure if he's taking time off for the con or whatever. I love the people that you meet, right?
Right.
Do you like collect little like ideas of where people are from and whatever as you talk to them?
Yeah. We do, yeah. I mean, especially this convention, people come from all over the place, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're from Oregon.
Yeah.
We were from San Francisco Bay Area, but we moved to Oregon about a year ago. So this is the first time coming all the way down from there. You know?
Different experience for sure.
So
Yeah.
it's really cool. I love these conventions because you get to meet so many people. Yeah.
Artists
Awesome.
and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real hangout, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a good like networking thing and meeting people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt, your special role in comics is?
So I actually do a lot of different stuff. Like I've worked for companies. So like I've done everything from producing and publishing and editing to art and writing, and like I wrote a story in this book. I wrote a story in a couple of books here, but then I also drew stuff, I colored stuff, I print stuff, I do production art, I do motion graphics.
Art's probably the primary specialty.
I'd say probably the primary, writing and art. Yeah, I mean, a jack of all trades kind of thing, you know. Like, but I'm a freelancer, so you kind of got to be like that. You know?
Yeah.
So I need to be able to jump from like animation to storyboarding for commercials to, you know, all kinds of stuff.
And then somebody brings you in for one thing, and then you end up doing something else, right?
Yeah.
Because you can.
Yeah.
Right? There you go.
Yeah.
So nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Have a good convention.
Thank you. Iced tea leaf, Tiffany Lee. There's a gal called Peach Momoko that my husband knows, and we have a couple of her drawings, originals, from when she was hanging out at comic book stores and doing things. But recently she's moved off to the Marvel arena, and we can't afford her anymore. So that's why you go to places like Artist Alley. So you can, if you can recognize that potential when they are there, when the artist is there, you could pick up some really nice memories. But those memories, you know, although they can definitely increase in value, if you are a true collector, you don't really want to actually sell it. So you just kind of keep it. It has its value, and then that's it. That's it, right? Yeah, this is, I'm going to take a break now. I'm going to do a little scoping around, and then I will come back and do some more time with you guys. So, all right, signing out for now. This is Squiggle Mom of Squiggle Friends, otherwise known, or today known as the Bag Lady.